Welcome to the 2025 Shriners Children's Hospital Clearwater Invitational, presented by Evo Shield. On this Sunday morning from the Bay Area, welcome you to the Eddie Seymour Complex in Clearwater. Field 3, first game of the day, an SEC American Conference matchup as the Texas A&M Aggies. Kimberly Levitt should not feel bad. It happens. Put in play to the right side. Maury Harper's playing second base. A little tweak to the A&M lineup we'll get to in just a bit. Charlotte yesterday, a 14-11 Auburn win over the 49ers. Freeland had a couple of hits and a couple of runs scored in that game. And strike three on the outside corner. And I can tell already the plate.
It just, body maybe hurts, fatigues up a little bit, maybe mentally tired.
Popped up and out at second base. Maury Harper drifts to her left to make the catch. And that
average doesn't lie.
Kennedy shoots out towards the left side and it dribbles through into left field. 13th hit of the season.
Especially your senior year.
Harper was looking at that 3-1 pitch, and it was a really good delivery from Shamblin to hit the outside corner. And there's a theft by Powell, so her fifth steal. First base is now open, and let's see what Mack gets on a 3-2. Reaches out, rolled over on it, and grounds it to first base. Savannah Wynn takes it herself. It does advance Kennedy Powell over to third, so it's a productive. Right back to the circle. Here comes the runner for the plate, and with her speed, Kennedy Powell scores the game's first run. Well, Harper hit it sharply right back to Shamblin, who wasted no time going to first, and timed well by Powell to come in and score.
Well, and this is when you need to do the little sneak back, and she didn't even take a peek at Kennedy Powell, who has speed, we know that, but it's kind of that unwritten rule as a pitcher. When the ball comes back to you and you only have one down, you're taking a look to see where that runner is.
And a 3-run double in the top of the 7th that blew that game open. Here she sees 4 pitches wide and walks with 2 outs.
That's pretty awesome.
That's going to allow Perez to scoot down to second.
You know, the older I get, Mark, the more KK Demen, just the year she's been able to have this freshman.
Ball was elevated and she skies it towards left center field. Well, that's Olivia Williams waiting on it. And Shamblin does indeed limits the Aggies to just 1. And it really, whenever a coach leaves nowadays, really in any sport, that ball's hit hard and fair past third base into foul ground. A diving Kramer Eshte keeping it in play, and then she's having trouble picking it up, but it's still going to be 2 bases for Jenna Lord. It's like, hey, congratulations. Now go find 20 players.
Yeah.
On the ground, a chopper is going to get over the head of Perez. Here comes the tying run to the plate, and scoring is Lord. And it's 1-1.
RBI single to tie the game for Kari Shedrick.
It's a really good at bat by Kari Shedrick. Changeup stays, but she uses the ground and just bounces this over Perez's head. And this was a pretty quick cut by Maya Perez at first base. Situation where they really have nothing to lose. Like, there's not a whole lot of information. It's a fairly new team.
That bunt put down and the flip in time. Nicely done by Levitt. She never made the exchange and flipped it out of the glove of the 49ers.
And PFP at its finest. So good with the glove flip. Doesn't freak out with the speed of Dirks up the line. This was such a good play.
Native who played her freshman year, true freshman year at Minnesota in 2022, and then went to A&M 2023 and beyond, and she gets a strikeout there. Second of the game.
It's the 24th pitch of this inning.
It's kind of guided out into shallow center field, and here comes the go-ahead run, and Sanchez scores. And it's the Niners. Charlotte has taken a 2-1 lead in the top of the second. Lund's first hit and RBI of the year.
Well, and you can tell that her body is fooled on this pitch, but then is still able to somewhat barrel it up and just sneak it in there. Hit some green as a base hit in the books and a ribby, and you can see the excitement from Addison Lund in that 8th spot. Pitches way out of the zone, attacking ones that are in and making her work.
Worked the count to 3-2 and got a pitch pretty much down the middle and lines it into left field.
Her to have to throw a big pitch in a moment.
Chop towards the middle, and force out at second base is taken by KK DeMint to win the inning. But 7 batters come to the plate for Charlotte, and they scored twice to 10.
And the winner was going to go to the national championship. There was just a lot.
Frankie Rajol sends it out to center field, and there's Olivia Williams. And Avery Shamblin gets a quick out. This is the twists and turns was just as entertaining a sports television as you're going to find, as Ellie Enright dumps that into left field for a 1-out single.
That's a stand-up single for Ellie Enright.
Didi got under that one and sends it to shallow left field. The shortstop wants it.
We're playing Arizona, UCLA, Oregon. It felt hard.
I imagine it was hard, and that's out to center field. And the fly ball is caught by Olivia Williams. Runner left on by the Aggies. They've stranded 2.
Support as much as this team would have needed.
It's sent in the air to right field. Frankie Vrajol hauls that in. They get Reland O'Hearn to begin the top of the 3rd.
So they had to go Sid P and Olivia Johnson from Washington, Mac Barbara.
KK DeMint playing short and throws out Tegan Ritchie 2 out.
Not that like vibe that you normally see from them.
First pitch swinging, and another opportunity for Vrajol, who may have been battling the wind, sun, the elements, what there are in Clearwater on this Sunday morning.
When we were dancing in the booth, and it was more so him, and he was doing those same dance moves. So
that power bat, which I'm sure will be a big producer in the SEC for A&M. Skies it to shallow center, and it causes Williams to race in and make the catch. He almost had to come all the way to the infield dirt for that one. That's it right back through the box and into center field. And a base hit.
Maya Perez, and that gave her some good confidence going into the rest of this season.
Advance the runners each 60 feet on a ground out to the right side. So Powell's at 3rd, Harper at rolls over on it to 3rd base. Up with that is Jenna Lord. And Avery Shamblin has finished off 3 innings in the circle for Charlotte. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here, and Kari Shedrick hits a 1-hopper out to Maya Perez, who takes 1 step on the base.
Well, and Grace Sparks last inning, so clubs hitters to put the ball in the ground, and it gets things going right away. And her ball is in and around the strike zone with good dip, and that's a true example of it right there.
Shot towards shortstop, knocked down by KK DeMint, and close but out at first base. And Grace Sparks has come in and set.
Neely, let everyone know.
That's chopped out to short, snagged by Ritchie, but has no play. And Vrajol is on to begin the 4th. And for the record, I just and lost her. A walk to Enright, and just like that, the Aggies have the first 2 on in the 4th.
Two really good at-bats. Fragile using the ground and out.
At her first at bat, making her first start. These are her first at bats of the season. And she swings away and drives it towards center field through that wind and off the base of the fence. It will give the Aggies the lead as they score two. And now Baldwin, headed for third, is in with a head-first slide. The first hit of the season for Dee Baldwin, a productive one, and she blasted this into the breeze.
This has to feel good. This is a pitch, drifts over the heart of the plate, and she just pulls it. I'd love to know the exit velo off the bat on that bad boy, because it got out there in a heartbeat. Couple big RBIs for the freshman. She makes her way over to third base, and just a different turn of events up here.
Este pops that up near second base, and it's caught by Emma Shoemaker for the first out. In a conversation with Trisha Ford, Coco Woolley getting the day off as that ball's hit the center. It's going to be deep enough to bring in Dee Baldwin from third base. So sac fly for Powell, her 7th RBI of the season, and it's 4-2 Texas. Got her swinging to retire the side, so they've kept Mac quiet so far. Earlier in the count and be more aggressive. Whips that one into left field. Second hit for Addison Lund. She begins the 5th with a base hit for the Niners.
Getting the chance to see a pitcher 3 straight times in a game, you're having to change up your game plan potentially once or twice in a game, seeing somebody new. That's just filthy.
And
so quickly, where coaches have just felt the need to have to take that control piece a little bit, and it can definitely work in their favor. You see it happen a lot.
Olivia Williams sends it out to Este for the second out.
That pitch clock, these games are quick, the games are efficient.
It's dumped into left field for a base hit.
You're still getting a lot of players that are hitting the long ball, and then when it's all said, it's harder to be a pitcher that dominates all the time now, but oh my gosh.
A pickoff at second base. I'll tell you what, Dee's having herself a day, isn't she? Dee Baldwin picks off Lund.
Will gladly turn into softball fans because they're like, I don't need to watch a 3-hour game. Like, it's so quick. It's fast. They love it.
That's going to bloop into center field for a base hit. Harper has her second hit.
Way too long. Like, I can go in 2.5 hours. Awesome. That's about it.
Base hit right field from Maya Perez. And A&M has the first 2 on here in the home half of the 5th. Yeah, when you got kids. AK grounds it to third. There's a force out there, and the throw across the diamond is in time. Lord to win in a 5-3 double play. First double play turned by Charlotte this season.
And a really nice job by Jenna Lord here, going straight to her base with the gun across the diamond to win. Ooh, that was close. There's no replay review here in Clearwater, but
Fives.
yeah.
On the ground right side, gathered by Savannah Wynn, who steps on the bag. Well, the Aggies had the first 2 on, nobody out.
Swing and foul off, excuse me, by Richie. It's
out towards left field. Kramer Este. Does Kramer Este have the transition glasses on? Since reclaimed the lead after scoring 3 times in the 4th. A lot of that due to Dee Baldwin making her first start of the season for the Aggies and taking advantage. That's to second base.
Home to them to just own their job and own who they are, and when they do that, they're great.
That one off the leg of Sparks, and hopefully she's all right.
every pitch is a next setup pitch, and I love that.
Goes back out there, and a diving attempt by Amaria Harper, and she gets there and makes the headlong diving catch to win the inning in this game. Tops it out to short, and that eats up the shortstop Tegan Ritchie and scoots into left center. Enright is aboard for a third time.
You think of Lonnie Alameda getting to be playing against each other next weekend.
That is caught right near the line. The left fielder, Stina Wellen. And she loses Eshte to 10-1 to start the season. If we get a win here. It's lifted to right. London Dirks plays it in. It will allow Scout Lovell to advance over to third, and runners now.
Good spot. 579 on base percentage.
Sends that to right field, and on a line reaching up, caught by London Dirks to retire the side. 2-run.
Lit a spark for Texas A&M a little bit, no pun intended.
First pitch swinging. Shoemaker hits it into right field. Camp there's Frankie Vrajel. One pitch, one out. Niners down to their final.
The at-bats, deep in counts. 4, 5, 6, 7 pitches in an AB.
Left field, Kramer Eshte. 2 outs.
To my oldest daughter to a gymnastics meet last year at UW. So I'd throw that out there.
Got it in just in time, out to center field, and Enright makes the catch, and A&M wins it 4-2, and that finishes the Aggies' run in Clearwater as they go forward.
I gotta say that the MVP is the battery. Dee Dee Baldwin and what she was able to do, and Grace Sparks, since she came into this ball game, shifted the dynamic for Texas A&M, and they come out on top here. Let's go.
Hey, don't forget, Charlotte fans, you can catch their final game here in Clearwater. They take on San Diego State at 1 o'clock Eastern time over on ESPN+. For Danielle Laurie, our tremendous crew, I'm Mark Neely. Thanks for sharing this one with us on SEC Network. 4-2, Texas A&M beats Charlotte. So long for now.